Thank you for inviting me. I speak English just a little, not a lot. But I hope with my slides and my energy, you can understand that I want to explain today. I ask to you passion and comprehension. Then I want to explain the new urban mobility plan of Barcelona based in superblocks. Which is a superblock? In the current situation, we have this network. All the streets is full of cars. And the unique right is the mobility. The speed maximum in these streets is about 50 kilometers per hour by law. In the right scheme, we have the superblock. The periferia in black is the limits of the superblocks. And inside, we have a local movements. In black, the city movements. If you want to go in, you need to go in because the origin of the distance is inside of the superblock. Because we have a loops here, and it's silly if you want to make loops continuously. Then you go in the first brand. But after, if you are done silly, then you don't go in once again. Okay? The speed inside of the superblock is 10 kilometers per hour, not more, because with this speed we can make all the uses in the public space, even children playing. The superblock is not possible to cross through. It's very important this. Then we have a new cell, urban cell, with 400 meters for 400 meters, more or less. And we have inside a local movements to 10 kilometers per hour. And we want to change the rights, the citizen rights inside of the superblocks. In the first phase, because to implement all the superblocks in a city, like Barcelona, in Barcelona, the number of superblocks designed for us, for the Urban Ecology Agency of Barcelona, is about 500 superblocks. Then this network functions like a network, is integrated. It's not possible to build or implement only one superblock. We need to extend the idea, extend this idea in all the city. In the first case, in the phase one, we change above all the mobility with only signals, horizontal and vertical signals, with painter. It's very, very cheap. And we want to extend this because after that, all go around of the superblocks. You can see after. The speed is possible to develop in 20 kilometers per hour, not more. 20 kilometers per hour allow us the bicycle go in double sense in the same street. In the phase 2 is a urbanistic or structural superblock. It means we need change with investment, the pavement, the section. We want to transform the current section in a unique platform. In this case, the speed is 10 kilometers per hour, naturally. You can see in the next slides. This is the hierarchy, the current situation, the functional superblocks or mobility superblocks, and urbanistic or structural superblocks. Actually, nowadays, we have about 900 kilometer length of streets in Barcelona. In red, in this case, all streets are related with the movements. Is the unique right in this. It's not possible to make other thing. It supposes also about 14 million of square meters is the majority of our public space in our city. This is the superblocks plan. The superblock has 400 meters, 9 blocks inside, okay, in this Eixample fabric. This suppose 61% minus of length, only 350 kilometers of streets. Is a very important reducing length. It supposes about quite 7 million of square meters that we make free related with the traffic. Perhaps will be the most important recyclage project of the world, and very, very cheap, not more than 100 million of euros, very cheap. And we change all. We make free quite 7 million of square meters. That we need for make this related with the traffic. Reduce about 11% of cars, only 11. But in our urban mobility plan, the objective is to reduce 21%. But it's not for traffic. With 11%, we have the same service, it means the same speed in these streets related with the speed of this other scenario. At the end, the 21% cost minus means or come because we need to have an air quality enough for our citizens. The level to don't pass is 40 micrograms per meter cubic of oxides d'azote and particulate matter. With 21%, we have this level. Then, this is the objective of our plan. Here we have the different intersections in the superblock. The first is the intermodal node, is the cross between the basic road and basic road. In this case, it's inner road with basic road. In here, in the neighbor node, is intersection for neighbors inside of the superblock. This is one of our design in the intermodal node. This intersection we want to put together all the alternative vehicles to the cars. In this case, the orthogonal bus network that we are implementing in this moment, we have the interchange only to 2 meters one of the other. And if the frequency is less of 5 minutes, we have a network very, very efficient. I can see after. Also, we have here the sharing bikes, public bikes, perhaps electrical bikes, the taxis, and the sharing vehicle, electrical vehicles. This is our interest, because it's for us the future of the mobility, the sharing electrical vehicles. This is the service node with the deliveries and parking, and this is the first phase for the neighbored node. It means to be free quite almost 2,000 square meters, only with benches, okay? 4 for each superblock. It means quite almost 1 hectare. It's a lot, and in the case of the pilot superblock, in this moment in the Poblano, the cost to implement this is about 60,000 euros only. After that, in the phase 2, we can change urbanistically the public space. This is the section of the basic roads, basic streets, with the bus, bicycle, and cars. Inside, in the first phase, we have something like that. And at the end, in the phase 2, we change also the section of the streets. For the pedestrian, nowadays we have about 40% of the surface related with the pedestrians. 40% only is a lot, because our sidewalks are very generous, 5 meters large. But in the first phase, we have 53% of space for pedestrians and 94% in the phase 2. This is the current situation. And this is the quantity of space that we have in this moment in our city, with normally with a unique platform. It means about 50% of the public space in Barcelona, or 2 million of hectares. With the superblocks, we want something like that. And in Barcelona, suppose this change. With only 11%, if you want, reducing 11% of cars, only. It's possible to do this and to give the same service, traffic service, like nowadays. For bicycles, we have in this moment the lines for bicycle, but in the superblocks, you can see we want to involve all the superblock in the periphery with bicycle lines and also street lines, bicycle streets, like the superblock, pilot superblock in Poblenou. This is the network approved for the urban mobility plan in Barcelona. And in this moment, the city council is implementing about 200 kilometers of new cycle lines. We bet for the electrical bicycles. Is perhaps the best vehicle in our city because it's competitive with the cars when the distance is less of 11 kilometers. And this vehicle wins all the variables related with the cars. Our city has about 10 kilometers long. It's perfect. Public transport is the same. Always we look for this kind of network because the commercial speed of this network, we need the maximum speed. And in this moment, when we design this new orthogonal bus network in 2002, the speed of the commercial speed of the network, the bus network in Barcelona, was about 11 kilometers per hour. In this moment, it's almost 13. It's a lot. It supposes almost 30% less of energy consumed. This network is my inspiration to project the superblocks, not the cars. This is the lines that is practically the same of the periphery of the superblocks. This line, this network, its connectivity is better than the current bus network. ¿Calmo ya? ¿Sí? Vaya. Es mi inglés porque voy muy lento. Si hubiera hablado en español ya habría acabado. Okay? Sorry, Then, this network will have 28 lines. The next year, in this moment, we have 16 already. 28, but the current network has 84. With the same buses, we can change the frequency between 14 today to 4 or 5 minutes. It's like a metro. And the service is for all citizens in all the city. is a equity network. It's the same service, the same frequency, the same number of buses per hour. With my English, I can explain this in 3 hours, but I can. The parking, in the first step, the parking is for the neighbors, exclusive. At the end, we want the cars go out of the public space. And I think with the electrical vehicles will be possible very soon, I hope. This is the delivery. In the first case, we have this node of services and some places to make the delivery inside of the superblock. And in the second phase, we have the logistic platforms. With these logistic platforms, we want of the lorries arrive of this, and after that, the electrical units, like bicycles or others, to make the delivery inside of the superblock. Very quickly, the green network is also integrated with the superblocks. Not only the different modes of transport, also the green network is inside of the idea. And we, with the ecosystemic urbanism, something developed for us in our agency, we design always 3 levels, okay? Height, surface, and underground. In this case, we have the green areas in the San Martín district. Nowadays, we have about 174 hectares. But at the end, we will have 200 hectares more with the superblocks. In this case, you can see the new squares, green new squares, okay? And this is in Spanish, is la madre del cordero, is the key. Is the integration of all the networks, not only transport networks, also the green networks. Is also included here, and the functionality of this is total. We had the simulations to know what is the number of cars we need to reduce, etc., for make the same service in traffic, but not only. And for finish, this is the uses, the rights, okay? In this first phase, we have the possibility to change the uses inside of the new squares, but in the case of the phase 2, in all the superblock, okay? This is the 5 rights that we want develop, because the citizens are citizens if they can develop these rights. In this moment, in our cities, only can develop this right, this use, practically in 15 million of square meters. The impacts, this is the number of population with a quality of air enough, satisfactory, related to the level lows. 56% of population is in good situation. With the superblocks, is almost 94%. The noise is the same. And the motorization, the uses of the public space for the motorization is this nowadays, and this with the superblocks. And this is, in the end, the synthesis of the impacts between the current situation and the superblock situation. Thank you very much.